Welcome to how to make a custom skater in 2023. I have made a video in the past on how to make custom skaters in 2022, but there have been a lot of new features added to the tool that you use to make skaters. So I thought I would make an updated video on how to use everything. So let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to show you guys is how to actually download the tool. So on screen right now is pretty much how the links should be set up in the description below. And the first link you're going to want to go ahead and click is this link right here, modding Discord for tool in video. You're going to go ahead and click this and you're going to join this Discord right here, EA Skate modding Discord. If you're not already in this Discord, you're most likely going to have to verify your account. And once you verify, you're going to go ahead and go to this download section right here. Then you're going to see this box here and you're going to want to click this top link that says all download links, and you're gonna see a page that looks like this, and you're gonna go ahead and scroll down until you find Xbox 360 tools and menus. You're gonna go ahead and click this MediaFire link, and this middle one right here, the Skate 3 Xbox 360 save editor, you're gonna go ahead and click this, and then you're gonna click download. Once that is downloaded, you are going to need to extract it, and that is why I left 7-zip in the description if you don't have an extractor already. All you're gonna do is right click it, and then you're gonna click extract files, and you're gonna have a folder just like this, and here's the exe for the tool and all that stuff. Okay, so now that you have the tool, let's get on the RGH and show you guys how everything works. Okay, so once you're on the RGH, you're gonna go ahead and double click this exe file right here. It's going to open this up right here, and all you're gonna simply do is click connect to RGH. Now, if you don't know how to set it up for it to connect to your RGH, I would recommend watching a how to connect tools to an RGH video. I'm not going to show you how to do that because that's going to take forever to show you guys how to do that. But anyways, once you get the tool connected, you're going to have all of these things in here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to use each one. First of all, go ahead and click the pause button and sign into EA Nation. You want to make sure you're signed in because that's going to make a lot more things actually work. If you're not signed in, most of the things are probably not going to work. Okay, so now go into edit skater because that's what we're going to be making everything in, of course. Okay, so the first section we got here is graphics. So first of all, I'm going to show this graphic position box right here. Basically what this lets you do is stretch graphics like if you had a black box. So basically I'm going to go into t-shirts, for instance, and I'm going to put something on the t-shirt. So let's go ahead and put like this on the t-shirt. All we would have to do in this top box, go ahead and click shirt graphic since I want to do it on the shirt. In this scale box, I'm going to go ahead and do 0.30, which is going to make the logo pretty big. So we're going to click set, and now if I go ahead and select the logo, there you go. As you can see, it's actually stretched around the entire shirt. Now if I go ahead and click B to go back to the graphics on this screen, you can also do other things in here too, like rotation here. As you can see, it moved a little bit. You got the X and Y, move it up and down, left and right, whatever you want to do with the graphic. You guys can do this for the hat, board, tattoos, and the shirt, of course. Once you got the graphic nice how you want it, you can just go ahead and select A to get out of here. So there you go. That is the graphics position box. The next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is the graphics spoofer. Now for this section right here, you're going to need graphics. How do you get graphics? Go into the description and you can either go to this website or you can join this Discord server. This website right here actually has every graphic in the game, and this Discord server is a Discord that I've been working on with my friend to make it so you can actually search for graphics. But either one you choose, you'll be able to grab a graphic. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab this Halo graphic right here. All you're going to do is go ahead and click on it, and you're going to have a link that looks like this. Okay, it's going to say downloads.skate.online, whatever. As you can see, there's numbers at the end, .png. You want the numbers right before that right here. You're going to go ahead and copy that, and now in the tool, you're going to go ahead and paste those numbers into here. So I'm going to go to t-shirts. So if I click on team logos, as you can see, there's no boxes here, right? So we want to go ahead and get boxes. So we're going to click B. So we're hovering over brand logos and team logos. And I'm going to just go ahead and spam this spoof button a couple times. As you can see, I'm clicking it, and then I'm going to click team logos, and it should start downloading. If it doesn't do that, just go ahead and click B again. and then spam it a couple more times and then go back in. Just keep doing that until these boxes come up. Once these boxes come up, you're gonna have a whole bunch of logos in here. So here's actually the Halo logo that I was trying to get, but as you can see, there's a whole bunch of different logos in here. So for instance, I wanted this Halo logo, so now I have it in the game. And you can also stretch this logo as well. So in this graphic position, you can go ahead and click set and then click on this, and there you go. Now it's stretched on the shirt. I mean, this is probably not the best logo to do an example of, but just to show you guys, you can stretch custom logos as well. Okay guys, so now I'm going to be showing you guys how to use this gloves glitch preset thing right here. Basically what this is, it should give you automatic gloves glitch. It doesn't work perfectly every time, so I'm going to show you guys how to actually get it to work pretty good. What you're going to need is a actual box. I'm going to go ahead and get this black box right here because I'm pretty sure it gets perfect every time with this. The same thing, it's these last numbers right here, the ones before the last numbers. You're going to go ahead and copy that, and we're going to go ahead and paste it in this box. Click spoof a couple times, and I'm going to just load it onto the hat really quick. And there we go. We got the black box right here. The only reason I loaded it onto the hat is because if you do the graphic spoofer and you go to tattoos, it actually won't load the logos. So you need to do it on the hat, the shirt, or the board for the logo to actually load. So now we can go to body mods, go to upper body tattoo. We're going to go to left arm, just like if you were normally doing the gloves glitch. We're going to go ahead and put the box on the left arm here. Go ahead and click A, so it's on the arm. And then we're going to simply just click this gloves glitch box. Now, if we go ahead and update the skater by like hovering over another shirt, as you can see, we got gloves glitch right here. As you can see, there is a line on the arm. So it didn't do it perfectly, but if you wanted to do it perfectly, we're going to go ahead and go to this graphics position box, and we're going to go ahead and click upper body tattoo because that's where it is. And we're going to simply click get. And what this is going to do is it's going to put all the values of where these hands are placed right now, like where this logo is placed. Now, to actually get rid of this line, we're going to just have to mess around with these numbers. Usually you don't have to mess around with the scale. It's usually like the X or Y value. I'm going to just put this to like 4, update it, see if that does anything. So that actually made it worse. And there you go. I just needed to make X 0.6 instead of, I think it was at like 0.3 or I don't know what it was at, but I just had to make it 0.6. And as you can see, perfect gloves glitch now. There's no lines or anything. And this literally works the same with any box pretty much. So like if we go into the server right now, we got a pink box and a red box. It should work the same for these boxes. Also guys, every time you spoof a graphic, the old graphic that you spoofed, you won't be able to see in Edit Skater. But if we actually go ahead and back out of Edit Skater, you can see the Halo logo is still on the shirt with the gloves glitch. I just want to let you guys know that if you spoofed a new logo and you're like, what happened to the logo on my shirt? It's just because once you spoof a new logo, you can't see it in Edit Skater. You can see it in Edit Skater if you re-spoof it. So if I were to spoof this Halo logo again, I would be able to see it in Edit Skater, but then I wouldn't see the gloves glitch in Edit Skater. Anyways, guys, that's the graphics tab. So let's get on to the colors tab. So the first thing we got in the colors tab is this RGB editor box right here. Basically what this is going to allow you to do is change the color of things. So if you go ahead and click this menu thing or this box, you'll see all these things that you can select in here. And for example, I'm going to just do the shirt again. All I'm going to do is I'm going to type a number in one of these red, green, or blue boxes. So say red, I'm going to go ahead and put in like 22, I guess. I don't know. Set RGB. And now if I go ahead and update it, it's going to turn the shirt red. And of course, you can put numbers in the other boxes as well. Update it. And now we got white from this. By the way, guys, how this works is everything above 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 255 is going to be glowing stuff for the most part. Everything below 0, so if I did -1, will be jet black. Everything in decimals, so if I did like 0.5, will be a realistic color. So no matter how many 0.99999s I do, it's still going to be realistic. But if I do 9999999 without the decimal, it's going to make it glowing because it's above 0. But by the way, guys, you can do this for anything. You can go ahead and do it for the hat too. So if I go ahead and do that, now the hat's red. And if you wanted to get the RGB off of something, you can just go into here to the color thing here and just move it. And as you can see, it's back to normal. Now, as you can see, we got the get current RGB. This is kind of similar to the get button in the graphics tab right here. So say for the hat, I wanted this green on the shirt. I would just click hat in here, click get current RGB, as you can see. And now we're going to go ahead and click shirt in here, click set. And now if I go ahead and update it, as you can see, the shirt is the same color as the hat now. That's basically how the RGB editor box works. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the RGB replacer. Basically what this is you can put RGB on things that you normally can't. So for instance, the skateboard. You can't usually get the skateboard glowing. And even if you go into RGB editor, you'll see in this box, there is no skateboard. So how do you get the skateboard glowing? We're going to go to the RGB replacer. We're going to click replace. Now replace is what you're taking the RGB off of. So usually I like using the hidden RGB 1, 2, or 3, because if say I were to use the hat, I wouldn't be able to put a hat on or it will break the skateboard RGB. I'm pretty sure you can actually use like a normal hat, but if you were to use this hat, because this actually has the RGB on it, it would remove the skateboard RGB. I wouldn't be allowed to have a hat on if I wanted the skateboard to have RGB. I hope that makes sense. But basically, I mainly just use the hidden RGB. So I'm going to go ahead and click hidden RGB 1. And now we're going to go to the width menu. And as you can see, there are a ton of things in here. We got every colored board. We got necklaces, glasses, shoes, and watches. Now, why is there black board, red board, white board, blue board? Why is this a thing? Well, basically, as you can see in here, you can actually change the bottom of the deck. It allows you to set an RGB for each color in here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an example how that works. So first of all, I'm going to start on the blackboard and we're going to click replace. Now in this RGB editor right here, we're going to go ahead and click hidden RGB 1 because now this is our skateboard. For instance, if I did hat, I would have to do hat because that is now our skateboard. But I'm doing hidden RGB 1 because that's what I did. I can put whatever color I want in here. So say I wanted red glowing skateboard. So say I did 22, say RGB. Now you actually can't see this in Edit Skater, so you have to back out of Edit Skater. And as you can see, we got a red glowing skateboard now. So now I'm going to show you guys how to actually do it on the other colors as well. So we're going to go ahead and go back into Edit Skater. So now I'm going to do hidden RGB 2 because hidden RGB 1 is black skateboard. So hidden RGB 2, I'll do red skateboard. And I'm going to go ahead and click replace, and hidden RGB 2, I'll do green. So now the black skateboard is going to be glowing red and the red skateboard should be glowing green now. So if I go ahead and select the red skateboard and back out, as you can see, it is glowing green. And if I were to switch it back to the black skateboard, it is glowing red. And this reset RGB asset basically just takes it off of whatever you replace. So say I wanted to take hidden RGB 2 off of the red board, I can just click reset RGB asset, and now the red color won't be glowing green now because I took it off of the red board. Okay, so that's basically how the RGB replacer works. Okay, so now we got these buttons down here, which is lock hair, lock hat, lock shirt, lock pants, and lock wrist item. In the old tool, I think we only had lock hat, shirt, and pants. So the lock hair and lock wrist item are new. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a shirt on that you can't usually change the color of. Any of these shirts, you can't usually change the color. Like this, you can change the color of, as you can see. But these shirts, say this shirt right here, I can't. So how would I change the color of this shirt? You're going to put it on. We're going to click lock shirt. And now we're going to simply just click on this shirt and start moving the color thing. As you can see, it is changing the color of this shirt now. And now say I wanted this shirt to glow. All we would have to do is click shirt and then put something in the box. Say I wanted red. 22, set RGB. We're gonna go ahead and update it, and now it's red. That actually looks pretty sick. That's basically how the lock shirt works, and it's the same for hat and pants. And I just want to let you guys know, not all hats work. So if you were to do it on like this hat, it might not work. These are like all the hairstyles you can get on the male. If I were to go to female, go to hair, so like for instance, this hair is not on the male, this hair isn't, this hair isn't. I mean, most of these aren't. Like this isn't on the male. But say I wanted to put this hairstyle on the male, all you'd have to do is put the hairstyle on, click lock hair, go back to the male, and if we updated something like the hat, as you can see, now the female hair is on the male. And you can pretty much do that with any of these things, and you you can do it the other way too. If you wanted to put something from the male onto the female, you can do the same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in the colors tab. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the texture replacer tab. Now actually, the texture replacer tab is the newest thing in the whole tool, and I would recommend doing this tab the last thing that you do on the skater. When you go into edit skater after doing this stuff, it actually removes the textures. I'm gonna leave this tab for last. And skater replacer, I'm also gonna leave for last because it's something that once you go and edit skater and back out, it's gonna get rid of it. So I'm leaving these two tabs for last. So we're gonna go to the clothing tab. Okay, so for the clothing tab, we got the invisible assets. What this does is makes things invisible. So if we wanted to go ahead and make the trucks invisible, we're gonna click set invisible and say we wanted the wheels invisible. And I'm gonna just go ahead and update the skater by hovering over something. And as you can see, we got invisible trucks and wheels. Now, I just wanted to let you guys know to be careful with all these other things in here because a lot of these actually don't work because invisible stuff is kind of messed up right now. So the main two things I use are trucks and wheels. I think deck does work. I would just be careful with these because if you do something that is broken in the invisible stuff, it will actually reset the skater to a default. So I'm just letting you guys know. I don't want you guys to make a whole skater and it looks super sick and then you put something invisible on and it just deletes everything you just did, because that would be terrible. So that's basically the invisible assets. Now, what is this unlock all button? Simply as it sounds, it unlocks everything, but this actually doesn't stay on the game save. Okay, but the main reason I use this unlock all button is because it actually unlocks the robot glasses, window shades. You also got like the earth board somewhere in here. I'm not looking for it, but it should be in there somewhere. I think there's also demo socks or something. Yeah, here it is. Oh, well, I got pants on so you can't see it. I think these are the demo socks right here. So that's pretty much the clothing tab. Now we're going to go to the sliders tab, which, I mean, I don't really have to talk about this that much because this is basically what it says. I mean, it's set fatness and stuff. So if I were to go ahead and put this to like 4 and made a thing, yep, there you go. So that's basically set fatness, and you can do that with anything. And if you wanted to reset this, just change whatever you did in here. So say fatness, I would have to just change the body shape, and as you can see, it's going to go back to normal now. Now for these wheels and trucks, I'm going to talk about this a little bit because this is how you're going to get the high pop, low pop, and fast turning skaters. If you wanted low pop skater, it would be -19 in the wheels. I mean, you guys could go ahead and mess around with this, but this should be the low pop. And as you can see, it is fast turning as well. But the low pop, I think you have to do a manual and slide the board. And there you go. Low pop skater. And if you wanted to go ahead and make a high pop skater, you would just go ahead and do -29 in the wheels. This right here should be high pop. Yep, there you go. High pop skater. And you guys could have ignored the trucks. You didn't have to look at that because everything was in wheels. And you guys could go ahead and mess with it. You can do like -70 if you wanted to or something. Just mess around with things. You know, you got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, so now we are in the texture replacer tab. Now this is the big boy tab right here. This is the main thing I want to show you guys because this is actually like kind of game changing, I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm going to show you guys the skater replacer tab, which is really game changing, but I'll leave that last because that has nothing really to do with editing the actual skater. Okay, so for the texture replacer tab, you actually can't be in edit skater. You have to back out of edit skater to actually use the texture replacer tab. Once you back out of edit skater, you're going to want to go ahead and click this refresh current assets button. And I just want to let you guys know, every single time you back out of edit skater, you want to click this refresh current assets button, because if you don't, nothing is going to work. Okay, once you have done that, you're going to have this first box here. Okay, so this first box is everything on your skater right now. So as you can see, I'm wearing this shirt right now, right? So say I wanted this shirt on the board. I'm going to go ahead and click shirt. Outer torso is going to be shirt, by the way. And we're going to have this on replace texture, the second box. We're going to go ahead and type something in this box to remember this shirt. So I'm going to just name it test so I can remember it's a test for the video. And we're going to click save current texture. And as you can see, it's going to be in this box here. So this box is mainly the textures that you are saving. And what I mean by that is I just saved this shirt. So now I can actually put a different shirt on and I still have it saved in this box. And you can actually delete the textures too if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so now I saved the shirt in this box. So say I wanted it on the skateboard, we're going to go to this top box and click on skateboard because that's what I wanted on. And in the texture list, I'm going to click the test texture because that's the shirt that I have on right now. Make sure the second box says replace texture and we're going to just simply click apply. Now you're probably like, well, what happened? Well, nothing happened yet because you have to actually go into free play. As you can see, the shirt is actually on the board now. We're going to go ahead and click A on my thing here. So now we're in free play, but we want to back out of it. So we're going to click resume career. And as you can see, the shirt is on the board now. Now, unfortunately, the actual color of the shirt didn't transfer and it doesn't transfer with textures, but you can actually change the color of the texture if you wanted to. How you would do that is all you'd have to do is change the color of the board and then put the texture on the board, and then the texture should change colors. So I hope that makes sense. Now, some things might actually be broken with the textures, and what I mean, I'm gonna actually show you guys right now. This is what I mean. If I were to put something on the hat, and remember, refresh turn assets, I almost forgot. So now say we're going to put the death wish on the hat, click apply, go into free play. As you can see, there is a green like tint to it or something, and that is because the hat is green. Now you may be wondering, well, how do I make it so the texture is the same color as it was on the shirt? So if I were to go to the shirt that this texture was on, here it is right here. As you can see, it is very bright and like vibrant colors. What you're gonna have to do is go to the colors tab, go ahead and go to hat and make everything one. So we're gonna do one in red, one in green, one in blue, and we're gonna click set RGB. And now if I update it, as you can see, it's like this gray kind of color. Now, if I go ahead and put the Death Wish shirt on the hat, since I put it to this gray color, and now it should be the same color as the shirt, and it is. As you can see, it is the same color as the shirt now. Okay, so that's basically how the texture thing works. And also, I just want to let you guys know there is an all button in here. If I were to do that, it would literally put it on everything. As you can see, it is on everything now. Okay guys, so that was how to do textures. You can actually do graphics as well. So basically, you're gonna need a graphic. Okay, so you're gonna spoof a graphic, and I'm gonna get like this blue rectangle thing here. Then I wanted this blue rectangle on the shorts. Back out of Edit Skater, refresh current assets, and now in this texture list, you're going to see hat logo, arm logo, leg logo, and skateboard logo. So it's on the hat right now. So I'm gonna click hat logo because I want to take the hat logo off and put it on the shorts. Now in this top box here, we're going to go ahead and do pants, and you're going to have it on replace texture, and we're going to click apply. And now if I go into free play, okay, I don't know what logo that is, but this is a good example right here. This means that the texture replacer actually just broke. And that is because for some reason hat logo has been kind of broken, arm logo is a little broken, leg logo works almost all the time pretty much, and skateboard logo works pretty much every time as well. You might need to just do it again if it breaks like that, but I want to show you guys that it actually works. So I'm going to just put it on the leg. I'm going to do the leg logo onto the pants and click apply. And now the pants should be the same color as that logo. As you can see, that logo is stretched out on the pants. And that's basically how you do logos. So the other things I want to show you guys is this second box here, because we haven't really talked about this yet. The replace texture is you're basically, like I just showed you, you're taking something off of something else and putting it onto something else. Remove asset is going to allow you to make things invisible. So I need to click refresh current assets because I backed out of Edit Skater. Remove asset, and say I wanted to make the pants invisible for some reason. We're going to click apply. And now if I were to go into free play, as you can see, the pants are invisible now, and we just have legs and shoes. So just remember, everything in this texture replacer gets taken off the skater once you go into Edit Skater. What is glossy normal? Glossy normal is going to basically make things glossy. I mean, it's literally in the name. So I'm going to go ahead and click glossy normal, and I'm going to put it on the skateboard. Now I'm going to click apply. So now if I go into free play, the skateboard should be glossy now. And as you can see, it is a little bit glossy. You can't really tell that much because I don't have like a logo or anything on it. Maybe it would be better if I did it on the shirt. So I'm going to do outer torso glossy. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to see on the shirt since there's an actual graphic on there. If I zoom in here, you can see that it is a little bit glossy. That's what glossy basically does. Now, graphic sealer, I can't really showcase this unless I join a public lobby, which I don't really want to do right now. But basically what this does is if I have a logo on something, so like say the hat, and I were to put this on the hat, it's gonna take people's logos and change it on the hat. That's basically everything in the texture replacer besides lock skater assets. So what is lock skater assets? Now this is how to actually make the skaters importable and so you don't lose anything on it. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. So say I wanted to put the Death Wish logo on the skateboard. I have to put replace texture, apply. And if I go to free play, as you can see, the Death Wish shirt is on the board now. You're going to go ahead and click this lock skater assets button. You're going to go into edit skater. And as you can see in edit skater, you don't see the texture on the board anymore. But if I were to back out of edit skater, the texture is still on the board, which means that this skater is now importable on my account. So if you made a nice skater with textures and stuff and you wanted somebody else to import it, you would click lock skater assets, go into edit skater, back out of edit skater, and now this skater is importable on my account, for instance. Now, unfortunately, you can't actually change anything on the skater in edit skater with the lock skater assets on because it's literally locking the skater. You can't do anything to it. So if I were to put like a helmet on and back out of here, it should switch it back to the hat. Yeah, there you go. And that's another reason why I said to do the texture replacer last, because you can't edit the skater once you do the texture replacer. Now, I basically showed you guys everything in texture replacer, but there are a ton of things you can do. I'm going to just let you guys mess around with that because this video is going to be a million hours long if I show you guys how to do each and every single thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and show the skater replacer section of the tool. The reason I'm doing this section last is because it doesn't really have anything to do with editing the skater. And everything you do in this section right here is actually not importable. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. Basically, in this top box, you're going to select one of these things. And I'm going to do vehicle right here. And in this bottom box, you're going to have a whole bunch of things from the top box. So I picked vehicle. So I have a whole bunch of vehicles in this box. And I'm going to go ahead and do a pickup truck, and I'm going to click replace. It's going to say skater replace, and I'm going to click OK. Now you're going to do the same thing you did in texture replacer where you go into free play. And as you can see, I am now a pickup truck. Cars and stuff are a little broken in this game. They're like sideways. You can lay down, like do a coffin, and you're going to be like normal, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You can literally change yourself into things, and other people in online lobbies can actually see you when you are these things. So if I were to load into an online lobby, these people will be able to see me as these things. And of course, last but not least, we have the credits, which is Wisp, Jezza, and Lemons. I'm gonna go ahead and shout all of them out for going ahead and making this tool, or being a part of making the tool, because this tool is literally insane. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in the tool, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please leave a like on the video if this helped you out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.